Good morning. We're currently on Low Row in Sunderland, the heart of old Bishopwearmouth. That building is number 34 Low Row, and it has something special underneath it. I'll just give you so you can get a look. It's actually now Bobby's Bar. Just to give you some idea of where we are, if you look up there, there's Sunderland Minster. Now, before Bobby's Bar, it was a bar called Establishment, and before that, it was a pub called Baroque. Now, in 1998, this building was converted from business premises into the bar Baroque. Now, when they were doing all the refurbishments and so on, they discovered underneath it 10 burial vaults. Okay, they suspected there was another 2 to make it 12, but these were inaccessible underneath, so they were never explored or anything like that. But in those 10 burial vaults that they did find, they found 25 coffins. They were all had names on them with plates and so forth. Some of them included, I think, Samuel Wilde, Alexander Milnes. Now, what it was, it had been used as a place of burial between 1823 and 1846. Okay, so the types of people who would be buried here wouldn't be your lower classes or your paupers and so on. These were people who would have chosen this method of burial. The actual vaults were located in the rear of this building. Now, this building was also the National School, and in about 1913 it became like a parish hall for the Bishopwearmouth Parish Church, which then became Sunderland Minster. And there used to be some steps into the ground behind here, where they would have taken the bodies for burial into those particular vaults. So the school was eventually, and the buildings covered it over, and it was sort of left there and sort of went out of memory for people. So unfortunately, the crypt was sealed again after the building work had been done, so the bodies and everything and the coffins are still down there, but I believe it's inaccessible to go there. It was actually, there's the travel lodge. Behind this building was the High Street burial ground, so the vaults were located quite close to it. So just have a closer look. I think it's actually shutting down now. Look, it must be freeholds up for sale. So if you do end up getting this place, it's quite a misty morning as well. I don't know if the people who own it or work there have any knowledge of its history, but there was the Rawlinson report from the late 1840s about sanitation in the borough, and one of the things it mentioned was these places like this should be shut down because they were unsanitary. So as you can imagine, each time the vault was opened and a coffin was taken down those steps, it released, I think his word was, an effluvium of all the gases would escape. So if you were the children next to it, it wasn't a pleasant place. So there it is, the vaults under a pub. Thank you.